Okay, and so I'm back doing more of my Let's Play of Skyrim. Anyway, I've just spent like the last 10 minutes doing my thumbnail, which is far more time than I should have spent taking it, to be honest. But I don't know, that one was a bitch to do. It was really hard to do. I had to like change the cycle of day quite a bit to get the right lighting for my picture. Then I had to try and find the right place, and to get the right view, the right camera angle, the right camera zoom. It took a while. Um, then I've got the picture ready. I have two pictures to choose from. I think I know which one I'm picking. Um, and I'm going to hopefully tonight uh start off customizing um the thumbnail. You guys will know what it is, because you'll have been been seeing it for the last few parts, to be honest, because we're on part 66 now, and yeah, and it would start at part 60, and I'm only on part 59, you see. So for me, remember back in time, that sort of thing, and I have actually recorded some of my LPs in huge chunks. I'll give you an example which it surprised me actually. My Metal Gear Solid 4 Let's Play, I think I've got part 14 to upload next. And I looked at the date, and part 14 was actually recorded on the 9th of June, sorry, 2013. And today for me is the 6th of June, 2014. So it's been almost a whole year since that part was uploaded, and I probably won't upload it until possibly even that date. I might do that for like a little bit of my own laugh sort of thing. Just be like, it's been a year since this part has been recorded. So yeah, if any of you guys are new to my channel and you look at Metal Gear Solid 4 and you think, it seems, that mic quality, it's a bit rough, or something like that, then the reason being is because it was actually recorded a year ago. That's one of the problems with my pre-recording. Sometimes if my technology improves, I suppose, my equipment improves, past LPs, things that I've recorded for, they don't get counted for. I can't go back and record them using my new mic. Well, it's not really new anymore, but this mic here that I'm using, I'm actually, I think my whole, if not the majority of my Metal Gear Let's Play, if not all of it, actually uses my old mic, which wasn't the best quality mic in the world. So yeah, what the hell is it? Yeah, it's over there, right? Yeah. I can't see my custom marker for some reason. It's covered up by one of these. I'll just double check I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. Good. So back on the road to wherever we're going next. Yeah, I may as well get some of this stuff. Yeah, so this technique, like I told you in the last part, is actually a really decent way. It's much faster to mine stuff, and also, like, I found out for myself, really. I mean, I guess everyone else who knows about this does this as well. If you use the perk, which increases the speed of which you attack with dueling, then it actually will mine all of it. It's just counted in hits, and you will mine a crap ton from dual wielding them and just spamming, when you hold down R1 and L1, or RT and LT if you're on Xbox, or whatever you use on PC. And if you hold them down, obviously do the power attack really fast. That gets done a lot of just loads and loads of hits on it. Almost instantly, really. And if you just want to use the one hit, even that, it goes much faster, which is really good. And it gets, I mined like 100 bits of quarried stone when I was building my house in another save. I got like 100 bits of quarried stone in about probably not even 30 seconds. It is a really good way of getting those materials you need much faster than they are if you just do the automatic way, where you press the button and it keeps going and it keeps going really slowly. It's a much better technique you know, basically do your mining. And I recommend, if you haven't done this yet or you don't know about it, you know, definitely start doing it. I only found out because I watched this guy called Yogscast Will. If you haven't checked his channel out, I recommend you do. He's a great YouTuber. He's got several thousand subscribers, I think. He's quite big, but he's still a really good YouTuber, and I recommend check him out. He did Dragonborn Let's Play, and I decided to watch it because I wanted to watch a Let's Play of Skyrim whilst I played it for some reason. And yeah, he just said in this, hey, one of these guys told me about this technique, and I was like, oh, great. And that was really good. I'd never even tried it before, and I've had this game since launch. So yeah, yes, and if you're new again, yes, I've had this game for a while. I've got the PS3 version, and I remember the broken pile of crap it was when it started, which was awful. It was absolutely terrible. I could tell you my many moments of this game being the glitchiest piece of crap you can ever possibly imagine. I know this game got loads and loads of time in development. It was in development for like 5 years, but even so, I think it should have been delayed just because of the complete and utter mess it was in at launch. And it was really I didn't think much of it at the time. I just was so happy to play it. But looking back on it, you know, Bethesda should have really. I would have been very disappointed in Bethesda if they produced a product like that today. I'd be very disappointed. And you know, although a lot of people complain when games are delayed, like the amount of games that have been delayed recently. You know, The Witcher 3, I'm looking forward to that. It's been delayed, people moan about it, but at the end of the day, if the game's gonna be, say, you know, delayed a few months, but it's gonna be a better game, you may as well, those months won't really matter. I'd rather get a bug-free or not very buggy, you know. Obviously in open world RPGs especially, you're definitely gonna come across some bugs, but you know, a clean-ish, you know, relatively good experience without any bugs. I'd rather get that than a buggy pile of crap like Skyrim was when it came out. So, you know, even Bethesda, you know, it doesn't matter how long you worked on a game, because I know they might have been thinking, I've been working on it for 5 years, we can't delay it, we want it out. But even so, no matter how long you've been delaying it for, just take the time you need to make a game. If you need 10 years, do it in 10 years. If you need a year, do it in a year. Although a year in development, unless it's a very small game, then I wouldn't look forward to it, to be honest. But still, the fact is, no matter what, if it's not ready to be released, if it's not in a good enough condition, you know, just don't release it. You can't. It's not very consumer friendly, and it's pretty much bang out of order to do that to your customers. Because looking back, if I had an experience that I'm getting now with Skyrim, like if at launch, you know, because obviously you my guys might have known the game had like severe frame rate issues after several hours of play. My game was probably running at like 10 frames per second or less, you know, continuously, which it was really hard to play the game, and I often had to do other things, you know. Actually, no, before I talk to him, no, I'll talk to him now, actually.
I'm sorry,
but I was having severe problems, and I had to, like, you know,
after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time.
So annoying.
You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do? What are you talking about?
You want answers? So do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
Okay. So, what do you know about Margaret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn.
Who's Waylon? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You've looked into these murders?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
Alright.
Let me know as
Time is at
soon as you
8:16.
find anything.
We'll do this quickly. We won't be able to sell our stuff, which is what I wanted to do, but it doesn't matter. We'll sell that in the morning, because we have like no space. There's some stuff we can sell, I'm sure, but hopefully, you know, we need to really go to our house and drop off a load of stuff, because that is really why we're so over encumbered, because it's not stuff we need to sell, it's just we've got new stuff and I need to put it away somewhere else. But anyway, so...
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
No, I haven't.
Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth.
Sorry, I don't know anything.
Thank you for your time.
You know, Draft's a bit occupied right now, so, you know, I mean, helping that person is a bit,
Forming the Dawnguard.
you know, it's not on his mind right now. He's doing something, he's
Let me
busy,
guess.
so he can't
need a
go
drink?
around helping this person right now.
Blood in.
With whatever problem he has. He wasn't asked for help, you know, so it's not as if he's like literally turning down someone asking for help. He's not doing that at all, because he was never asked. But he's not gonna ask him, he's not gonna inquire about it because he's busy.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What
No.
can I do for you, friend? The Warrens isn't a place for your type.
Did
What
you
do
know
you want?
Waylon?
Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now.
I need the key to Waylon's room.
Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here.
It's important, trust me.
Trust is hard to come by here. But all right.
Thank you.
Until next time.
That was great. Oh, you right?
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
Well, I'm actually wanting to be here for a reason. Let's close this door. Yeah, for some reason it's actually counted in here as steal. Well, I guess it belongs to... although he's dead. It belongs to this guy, so you actually count as stealing. Ooh. This seems interesting. Reader. Just learn those spells, you know. Get them ready to learn. Where is it? There it is at the bottom. Waylon, you've been chosen to strike fear in the heart of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow, you will know what to do. N. To find out who N is. Alright. Next, let's go to Margaret. I think that's her name, is it? Yeah, Margaret. We'll go to her and see if she has something, and then we'll probably go to bed. It's 9 o'clock, and it'll probably be 10 o'clock by the time we finished. We'll buy a bed in that horrible inn with the stone bed, which I will probably sue when I get the chance. I will gather a court together and sue the ass out of him, because stone beds to your customer, you're paying 10 gold for
You've been digging
for
around where
stone
you
beds.
don't belong.
That's ridiculous.
It's time you learned a lesson.
Who sent you?
Someone who doesn't like you asking questions.
Oh, I see. I'll see how it is.
Let's see
Oh,
what
for
you...
Christ's sake. So this is bad. I can equip the shield because it technically I'm allowed to, because I can block with him now. Ha! I've never done this before actually, this is useful. In all fairness though, you know, this isn't like as if it's like a betting match like we've done before. This is nowhere near a betting match. This seems like a hard fight. Am I on a higher difficulty? No, I'm not. Christ, this guy is strong then. Jesus. I always check when I do check usually when I start recording again that I'm not on a higher difficulty. Because I usually do sometimes play a high difficulty, you know, expert or master. I don't use legendary because legendary is insane.
That's all you got.
But I sometimes play a high difficulty, and I did check before this, but I was wondering then if I might. I only just quickly checked, you know. I quickly went through the audio to change all the sound effects, how loud they are, because I've been playing, so I put them back to normal. And I did that sort of thing, and you know, I also just quickly checked everything, all the settings were right.
I'll fix you good.
Yeah. Jeez, this dude is flipping rock. What's he been eating? I love the guard. He just sort of, those two guards, they just sort of stood there like, oh.
That's your best, huh?
Come on, guys, what the hell are you doing? I'm being beaten up by this dude, and you're just stood there like, oh my god, look at it, it's hiding. Hey, there you go. Kneel before me, bitch. And I don't mean that in a sexual manner, but you know.
You mangy piece of pit bait.
You talk, or I send you to the gods.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
Let's see
Okay.
those Stormcloaks try to break into this canyon. What is it then?
So Nepos the Nose. Can I actually smelter any ore before moving on? Yes, I can. Only iron, so I can't actually, like, you know, reduce the amount I'm carrying, which is a bit annoying. Still, that doesn't. Oh, well, I'm alright with that. I can sell some stuff in the morning. It's gonna be a bit later than 10 o'clock before I go to bed, but it doesn't make a difference. So I've got a couple parts done today. I'm not like I have literally got, you know, I mean for you, when you see this, I will have definitely finished my school completely now. But I'm finishing my school in a few days.
Don't mind
Completely,
forgetting.
a week and
My parents
6
are always
days,
going at each other.
and I finished completely, and I'm not even at school every day.
Inn has plenty
So
of
when I
strong
finish
Be a
that,
silversmith one
when I
day,
finish
like
school,
my mother and
I
father.
literally have 11 weeks off.
What can I do for you?
Where are you? There you are. I have 11 weeks off, and I can,
Sorry.
you know, do whatever I
still
want
a
for
bit
11 weeks,
dizzy from
and I'm going to have
everything.
loads of recordings done, which I can't wait to do. So any idea why Waylon attacked you?
No. I was just buying jewelry for my sister in Cyrodiil. I've never even seen that man before.
Do you remember anything about the attack?
Not much. One moment I was buying a necklace and the rest is just a blur.
What are you doing in Markov?
Just visiting. I had some business here. That's all.
You're hiding something.
Was it that obvious?
Yeah,
Damn.
pretty much.
I must be losing my touch. I'm one of General Tullius's agents.
Ah,
I was sent to investigate the Treasury House and the Silverblood family.
a comrade.
They own Sidna Mine, one of the toughest jails in Skyrim. I was hoping I could buy or steal the deed, but I don't think that's how things work here. Mark my words. Thonar Silverblood was behind that attack in the market. Somehow.
I'm just here to
Okay.
clean up.
Anyway,
He
you're trying
tried to
to
kill
speak now?
Margaret, right in
This is
front
the
of us.
Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
yeah, I kind of gathered that. I'd like a room, please, and I only give you this money because I have nowhere else to sleep, okay? before I leave, again, I want to state that this inn is awful. It's a complete mess. The beds are made of stone, and I will be suing when I get the chance. So just to put that right, when I get my chance, if I ever have a chance not to sleep here, I will not be sleeping here. So anyway, I'd like to rent a room, please.
Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markham.
Oh, shut up!
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day,
Okay.
like my mother and father.
Apparently, I rented the room. It must be because I have had it, for 24 hours. So I just about have it. So I'm gonna sleep in this bed then. So at least I get it again, really, for free. Which is great.